Hello, everyone. James Wilson here. And I wasn't going to do a video today, but I saw something rather intriguing. So I've decided to do a short video. I will say this, I'm a little perturbed, okay? When I look at these numbers, they don't make any sense at all, okay? So I want to talk about it, and I want to talk about it and analyze it a little bit here. We have two polls, okay, from the same pollster, ABC News, Washington Post. They have Trump down in Michigan, Biden is up by 7. That's pretty standard. I've seen that in some of the polls. I don't believe it, but I've seen it. In the state of Wisconsin, same pollster, 17 points. So that's a 10-point swing right there. Their reasoning? Because of the coronavirus, the increase in cases of the coronavirus. So what they're saying is, because the last time they had the poll, Biden was up by 7. So what they're saying is that just in the short amount of time, the Republicans lost support by 11%. And then actually, in the state of Minnesota, not Minnesota, Michigan, Trump only lost 1%. Well, that's I said it was up by 7. Okay, so he's down by 7. Okay, but he was in Wisconsin about a month ago. He was only down by 6. And now he's down by 17. Okay, so, besides the extra cases, they're not talking about deaths. They're talking about cases. It's not like people are dying left and right from a plague. Okay? So before all of this, you had debates. You had the debate. Okay? Actually, this was before either of the debates. Trump got the virus. But you have the debate which Trump won, the last one, not the first one. I'd give a little bit to Biden. Okay, not much, but I think he won by a little bit because Trump kept on interrupting him. Okay, so that's understandable. But the second debate and I'm not going to count the town halls because it's like comparing apples to oranges. You have an interrogation versus just sitting down and chilling with Stephanopoulos. You can't compare the two, really. So I'm not even going to factor that in. But you have the second debate between them, and Trump beat him. And in the vice presidential debate, Pence beat her badly. When the media is talking about a fly that hits Pence's head, he probably won. So, and then you had the Hunter Biden deal, which doesn't fit well in the Midwest. And I know the mainstream media, with the exception of Fox, did not broadcast that for obvious reasons. But if you can broadcast, if someone says that Trump spoke crap about the military, okay, and I think it was the Atlantic newspaper posted that, and whoever said that, we don't know. It was like an unspoken. And now all the media, all the newscasts, CNN, MSNBC, they can spew all that stuff, but they can't talk about Hunter Biden. I'm like, are you kidding me? The liberals want to say, well, it's unproven. Well, the thing with the Atlantic's unproven too. If you want to go that way, you go that way. But with the fracking, okay, with the fact that the Green New Deal, that doesn't help the country. Okay, gas prices are going to go up, and Wisconsin's working class. It's not like elitist, you know. So when you factor that in, you factor the Hunter Biden deal, you factor all the gaffes he comes out. Even my liberal grandmother thinks, even though she's going to vote for Biden, she says something's wrong with them. Okay, I'm just saying they voted Democrat, they pulled a lever. Okay, they're them people. So it doesn't matter how great the Republican candidate is or how bad the Democrat candidate is, they're one of the people that they just pulled a lever. Okay, but that's fine. That's But anyways, this is inaccurate, and let me explain to you why. I really truly believe this is so off. And when you look at Target Smart for the state of Wisconsin, we had a video on this yesterday. Look at this. 2016, based on Model Party for Wisconsin. It looked like Biden had a lead there. 69,000 vote lead, something like that. And it's a 50,000 vote lead for Biden. I mean, assuming they all vote the same, and the unaffiliateds vote evenly. Okay, Republicans are overperforming. Now the unaffiliated, that's a lot of votes right there. Okay, so I don't know how these people. This is model party, so they're taking the guess, but based on their guess, Republicans are overperforming. I'm not saying that Trump's definitely going to win Wisconsin. Okay, Biden could win that state. Okay, but what I am saying is this poll is extremely inaccurate. Okay, and I hate to say this, but this is the Washington Post, and I truly believe they're being bought out. I mean, I think they might actually be making up their numbers. I've never said that in my life about a poll. I always felt like they tried to make it correct. But, within the week before the election, they have a 17-point lead for Joe Biden. That just does not make any sense to me. I mean, when you had, Biden up by 5 or 6 the entire time. And as I said, I believe the polls are off because of the virus. People who stay home are scared of the virus. They're more likely to vote for Biden, and they're more likely to answer the phone. But this is a joke. I truly believe they're being bought out. Either they're being bought out regardless. So either they're making up the numbers or they're calling people on purpose in certain areas that they feel that benefit Biden. I don't exactly know. But they said it was due to the coronavirus cases. So Trump lost 11% of support off the bat because of the coronavirus cases. That just doesn't make any sense, folks. So let me know what you think about that. As I said yesterday, I had Trump winning the state. That could change. I could switch it to Biden. I'm not saying that Trump's definitely going to win. But what I am saying is that the poll is extremely off, and it's like if they are being bought out, why are they talking about Wisconsin? And this is where it starts to make sense to me. Wisconsin is one of those states where Republicans are overperforming, okay? And they want to suppress the Republican vote. Well, that's not really going to work, but I'm just saying I know this is like a conspiracy. I never talked about this before because I never really believed it. But when I looked at this poll, the two polls, especially it's a 10-point swing, it just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, it really does not make any sense to me. So I believe the poll is incorrect. I believe the numbers may have been made up, or maybe they tried to call people in certain areas. And they got a hit, something, but I don't believe this, okay? And it is interesting, like when you look at some of these general election polls, they're all over the place. Like +5, +1 for Trump, +11 for Biden. It's not going to be +11 for Biden. Okay? When Obama went against McCain, he won by 7. I believe it was 7. Okay, I have to relook that. I believe it was, and that was huge. That was after the war. That's when the economy was collapsing. That was Obama was talking about hope and change. He was extremely charismatic against an old guy who's old white guy that said he's going to stay in Iraq for 1,000 years or whatever. I mean, come on, people. Give me a freaking break. Okay? But that's all I have. Let me know what you think about this. Like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye-bye.